Hi everybody, welcome back to my run through and analysis of my Orc run on the Champs Ladder Season 38 on Blood Bowl 2. This is game 2 against the Contagious Ease Orc team, so we've got a chance to test our sort of little alternative build against another Orc team in a mirror match. So let's see how this goes. I can't entirely remember the sort of opening sequence of this match, so it'll be good for me to recap, look at it with fresh eyes, and I'm going to be able to analyze it from that perspective. Got a bribe, that's nice. We'll try and put that to the test. So if you saw game 1, you'll have seen the sort of typical setup that I apply when receiving the ball. I don't actually like what I've done here all that much, because it's left me a little bit exposed to a blitz kickoff result. So for instance, if we take a look at this situation here, if we'd have seen a blitz kickoff result on the kickoff table, then something along the lines of this Black Orc could have blocked this blitz, this Goblin, or maybe the Blitzer, probably, because he's got the block skill. And then these two could definitely be hassling the ball already from the start if they wanted to. And then they can just jam up these guys with those players, tag all this, and I'd be in a little bit of trouble from the start. So hence I don't like the setup I've gone for here. The reason I've done it is to match the way that he's set up on the line. He's given me 5 players to take blocks at, so I'm going to try and take them all. But I think, at the very least, this lineman should be out here wider to cover that angle. Okay, so I'm just sort of laying up a screen, really. Yeah, it's probably okay. The way that it's worked out is certainly okay. But I probably should have looked. Perhaps the Blitzer should be coming round or something. But it looks like I'm just laying out his team and then. Yeah. Okay, so at least that's good. I've gone for the pickup before trying anything with the troll there, just in case. Obviously, I fail a pickup, which I do. Because if that troll had rolled really stupid, loses his tackle zone, and then these guys can just sort of waltz through here. So at least first turn I've managed to troll better than I did in game 1. Okay, so I'm getting out strength and blocked off over there. Yeah. So what I don't want to do, however, is get my team split up. I certainly don't want this little pocket of players here to be separated from the rest of them. So hopefully, what I'm going to be looking to do in this turn is reunite the two halves of the team that we see here in some way, at least. Have a kind of chain of players. Okay. I'm not sure about that. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't know why I'm doing that instead of focusing on the ball here. Let's just have a look at that again. Let's just have a quick look at that again. Okay, so I've used a reroll there, which is not ideal, obviously, in the first place. Yeah, I suppose it looks rosier if I power that blitzer, by all means. I'm concerned about his ability to get that guy round here. We've got a blitzer hiding behind that troll there, so they're matched up, these players here. I still don't like the blitz that I did around there with the blitzer. I don't like that at all. It looks like I'm trying to force this right hand side too early, in my opinion. See, this is the little problem here. Okay, that can happen. You know, it's unfortunate for him, but that can happen. The double downs, as I mentioned in our game 1, which was against dwarves. You know, orcs have that in them in the early stages. That failure there has cost him the turn. And I was going for the surf there. Okay. Okay. We have to look at that again. Because I've just ended my turn with a skull. So let's certainly take a look at that again. This sequence here is me just 100% going to surf that blitzer. That's what I'm aiming to do, but we're 3 blocks away from that happening. Now, in the circumstances, that's a lot of resource to put into one blitzer when you consider that see, I even had the POW. So what we could have done there is take the POW, and then this lineman is free to come back. We've got a goblin free. Yeah. I'm not sure about that at all. I give up £2. Well, no, I have to take the second lot because obviously it's a straight POW. But yeah, that was bad. And then, you know, my next block being a one dice block there, sculling out and costing me the turn. This Black Orc should be getting involved. That could even be. This could be a blitz here to free this blitzer and bring him round, perhaps. See, again, you know, similar to what we witnessed in game 1 against the dwarves. What we've done is it's a simple lack of priority on ball safety. That's all this is. You know, 3 turns have gone by and we don't even have the ball in hand yet. So again, we've really got some digging out to do. Going for the thrower there simply because he's the sure hands and the armor 8. Goblin. Okay, so we were going for the goblin escape there with the handoff. He would have been absolutely shooting it down there. Shielded by this blitzer. Even that would have been too soon. Look at this strength that he's got around the ball. You know, ball is still in my half. You know, I mentioned in the first video that this will be a showcase on how not to play Blood Bowl. And you look at this, the position that we see ourselves in now. You know, look at the strength that my opponent has around the ball. This is my drive. Yeah. This is really bad. I mean, that's lucky. I mean, look at that. It's a both down result that's injured his Black Orc. Because look at the situation that we're in. Dear me. No rerolls left because of stupid dice decisions down here. And we managed to get him with the 1D, so we managed to halt the turnover. Another Black Orc down. Another Black Orc down. So, how do we dig this out? It's tough. It's just... Wow. What a bad situation with your opponent still having, you know, 2 turns to do what he wants. We could look at dodging this goblin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the go for it's a no good. 2, 3 dodges perhaps to come over here. Be an assist for this blitz. And then in turn this blitz could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's this blitz could be from this square. And then that would give me a 1 die block on one of these guys as well. We'll see what I actually did. Just went straight for the 1D blitz. And a great escape from a goblin. Now, yes, the pickup was fortunate, but in fairness, that is the kind of thing that a goblin allows us to do, and we'll see that feature a bit more throughout this series. Uses all his dice, and that's the drive over. But the positive is, of course, that that goblin carried the ball away from the danger zone of us getting turned over. So he did a job, but very fortunate indeed. So 2 games in a row, we've seen really, really bad play, and we've managed to get away with it somehow. But this is what this series is all about. It's shining a spotlight on this really, really, really poor decision making, so that hopefully we can all avoid it in future. First foul attempt, bribe use, only a stunt. Really, that wasn't a good foul anyway, to be honest with you. I should be waiting until you get more assists than that. If you're going to foul, really go for the foul. Okay, so our drive has been nullified. We're going to end the half with no touchdown. The way that it looked when their thrower had the ball surrounded by his own players just inside my half, actually 0-0 is probably not a bad result. All the KOs come back. Okay, so the simple thought with this setup that I've done here is to maintain a high line. In fairness, it probably should be a line a square further back. It's vulnerable to a quick snap result, because with a quick snap, your opponent can move 1 square. So these Black Orcs could all come into contact with these Black Orcs. So it should be a square further back, but nice weather. Aside from that, the idea is to simply keep the team spread out. The vulnerable players, the goblins, are behind the Black Orcs. And we've done a lopsided line of scrimmage in case we got the perfect defense result. Although he has selected to position away from my line of scrimmage anyway, so. Lost the 1 line of scrimmage block that he opted to take. Has been a KO, so that's not bad. So all I'm going to look to do now is stand off, especially with something like Orcs. Stand off, let them move around, let your opponent make the decisions, and wait for an opportunity. will be frustrated at this point, you know. I will be looking to make amends, certainly, from what was a really bad start. Really, I shouldn't be leaving goblins out like that. Perhaps that goblin the assist there should have been a blitzer. But I lay him up again, yeah. That should be an AB9 guy. Sticking himself out there. Just folding these guys back in. I don't like that. Oh, whammy. You know, that changes the complexion of things in a heartbeat. Ah, okay, there we are. That was the whole point of that setup. It was for the blitz on the troll. Okay, I forgive myself. I'm not sure if my opponent is going for a switch here yet. Looks like he's going for a switch. Another reroll used on the ball. So let's see what we can do about this guy. Now, with this line of players I've got here, see, and this is the thing about having a couple of goblins in the team. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movement 6 pieces, 2 of which I've dodged. In your standard orc build, you'll only have 4, so your responsiveness is somewhat less. So this process is just me getting these 3 available to react to this, because straight away, with what we're left with here, I can see this square here for an assist and this square here for a blitz. As long as he's cancelled out, we can get a 2-die blitz on this ball carrier. So I picked the wrong square there. Yeah, that was all wrong. That was all wrong. Didn't need to do those go for it at all with what we had. This guy is tagged up by the goblin or whatever. In fact, no, it'd be you know, a blitzer tags this guy. Goblin comes in for the assist, and the other blitzer comes in for the 2 dice blitz. So all wrong. But we do get him anyway. Scobbo comes around to try and activate the troll and gives us a concede win. So what to take from that match? It was better, certainly, in the second half, when I didn't have the ball to worry about. The same mistakes were there as in game 1. So I'm fairly certain that improves as the series goes on, because you know, I know what record I'm on at the moment. But the early stages there, again, I probably hadn't really played serious Blood Bowl until the start of this run for a month or more. So there certainly is still turn order issues, reroll conservation issues, certainly, and but the positive sign there was the case for the defence. I stood people up, I blocked them off, I waited for my opponent to make that call, and when the ball carrier ends up stuck out, we managed to get them, and that was enough for our opponent on this occasion. But there we are. So another 2-0 concede win in game 2. So let's hope for better in future, guys. All right. Thank you for watching, and take care. Bye bye.